All right, it's technically still the same day as last episode. It's just that night. Is it midnight yet? It must be getting close. 11:20, not quite a new day. I'm going to open the window of my little hotel room and I'll just talk out the window. I can hear some... See, that seems fine. There's outdoor noise. There's people frolicking in the parking lot and stuff. Because I still can't quite tell. I saw some reviews say how thin the walls were here, and there is like the quiet hours, like you're supposed to shut up at 10 p.m. But I haven't heard a soul. I haven't heard anybody in these other rooms, but I don't know. I can't tell really. So don't want to talk too much, be too loud, but if I'm just talking out the window, I'll just blend in to the people outside. And yeah, it's certainly not like, the little share houses I was at where it's just like literally I can hear, a guy clear his throat in the next room. I mean, that all went pretty well. Very rare for anyone to be a snorer, and people are just really considerate in South Korea, so it wasn't that bad being that close to people. It was way worse in Japan, but I don't think it was necessarily the Japanese folk that were the problem. It was, other freaking tourists. One thing I realized where they got this cool thing where you have to put the key card in a little slot to turn on all the power in the room, but I was downloading like a giant 10 gig file and I went downstairs because I'm like, I'm going to try to get me some noodles. But I had to take the card and then it turned off all the power and it made the internet not work in this room. Because I noticed there's no passwords or anything. There's just there's internet for every room. It's just your room number. But that's another thing that turns off when you're not here. So it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, they got noodles downstairs. It was like busy the first time I went down at like 9:30. There was a bunch of people. And I was like, I'll just go later and wait till there's nobody around. But then I was reminded how somebody said that coffee shops don't open until like 10 a.m. in Korea. They're not big morning people necessarily, or they are big night people more. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the morning have to go to work and stuff. But yeah, I went back down at 10:30 and there was even more people. So I was like, well, fuck it, And then when I went down there, it's like there's so many packages piled up and stuff. Like, I don't know how many rooms are in this hotel, but it's 3 floors. There's at least 20 rooms on each floor. So, say 65. And I don't know how many are full right now, but enough. There's like a lot of people went through there to get noodles. So I'm just going to have to accept that I'm just going to have to mingle if I want my noodles. No point trying to... Because a lot of times I feel like I can pull that off, A lot of places in North America, especially, like if it's students or people with jobs, they got to go to bed. So if you just stay up a little later, you got the whole place to yourself, even if you're in a communal place. Why am I telling this story now? Why didn't I just wait till tomorrow? It still feels a little weird talking. I'm like... But I mean, yeah, there's people all walking around outside and stuff. I don't know, it's fine. But I'm not going to make a habit of this. This is a little weird, just standing in my hotel room. But just to get one little hotel room experience. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure how it all worked. There was like pots. So I got a pot and I put my noodles in the pot. And then there was one of those hot and cold water things. So I put hot water in and I was like, okay, I mean, that's good enough. It'll soften up if I wait a few minutes. But one of the ladies there, she looked at me like I was the dumbest person in the world. It was really exaggerated, this look. And I was just like, what? Did I do it wrong? And she showed me there's like these little burners. You got to plug in the burner and turn it on and put that on. So I guess the weird part was putting hot water in the pot. You would normally put cold water in the pot and then heat it up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, thank you. And it's a simple thing, but I'm glad she showed me because, plugging in, even just Korean plugs are weird. They're a weird shape. But again, there's nothing hard about plugging in a plug and turning on a burner, but I just don't know that I would have fucked with it. It's a pretty big kitchen. I would have just sort of not paid attention to that corner of the room probably. But yeah, no, they were very nice and helpful. Said, okay, here, do this now, 3 minutes. And I was like, all right, cool, thank you. Thank you for helping me. I'm the baby. I don't know nothing. And I made that, and it's really nice down there, this like dining thing. And they got a bunch of books on bookshelves. Nice big window. You can just look outside at the street. everything's all lit up at night, outside. Hey, there they are. There's the ladies who, and they're looking up at the window. The ladies who helped me do the thing, but it is a small world. They just looked up and, I'm standing there with this recorder. Wonder where they went. I think there's a convenience store around the corner. Maybe that's where. And then I just grabbed some noodles that were a brand I never had before, and they were spicy as fuck. Holy fuck, they were spicy. I am definitely missing that kimchi and the eggs and all that stuff from before. I wonder, I do have a little fridge in this Airbnb. Maybe I can at least get some kimchi. Even if I just get store-bought kimchi, and then I can just put it in my noodles. I don't know, that's not the worst idea. I'm actually surprised how much, because they had if you're pouring out your noodles through a strainer so that the noodles wouldn't go down, a sink. It was just in a big tub. Just pour your stuff into this tub. And I was surprised how many people don't finish their stuff. They just pour out half of their noodles. I always finish all the noodles. It's only one pack of noodles. It's not that much stuff, but then a lady came down who was a white lady who was older than me, and I kind of like that. In the share house in Seoul, there was a bunch of Korean men who were older than me, and I just always like not being the oldest person. I'm not usually the oldest person. I mean, I'm only in my early 40s. That's really not old in the grand scheme of things. That only seems old if you're very young. It's coming for you. It'll be here soon. Realistically, I'm right in the middle. There's plenty of people traveling and dicking around and doing stuff that are older than me. But I still just like having one around, I just like I just like to be young by default. Oh, and it really is a small world. I mean, obviously it's just whoever's staying at this hotel stumbling around, but a guy just walked in who he is the other guy I met on my way back up. He was sitting in the lobby with some bags and stuff, so I don't know what his deal is, if he's waiting to head on to somewhere else tonight or what, but yeah, a nice Korean guy who just was hey, Canada, America? He said Canada first for whatever reason, and I was yeah, Canada, man, I'm from Canada. And then I said, you also from Canada? Got a nice laugh, but I got to be careful that I don't become that guy who only has one joke, that's my one joke, but it totally worked. But then it was one of those things where it's hey, cool, we had a nice little moment between us, but it was clear well, unless you break out some Korean right now, there's not much else we can talk about. So it's right on, cool, man, those are spicy noodles, huh? And he's oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, this, I don't know, I've had a couple of people notice me up in my window, and I don't know how much noise I'm actually making. Maybe I'm being annoying as fuck right now, so I'm gonna shut the hell up and not record anymore from the hotel. But I like this hotel. This is cool. $20 a day. Neat, man. My weird, stupid, vagrant dream of it'd be so cool to live in a hotel. Well, I mean, you could do it. You could do it in Jeju. Though this is by far the cheapest hotel around. But all you need is one. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now. All right, it's the next day. Pretty good day out. Very nice weather-wise. The pollution level is just a little above, into moderate, not that bad. And I was I just want to leave the stupid window open in my hotel room so it doesn't get all musty. And judging by the AQI number, I'm not sure. I mean, this is all relatively new to me anyway. I don't know when it's reasonable to have your door open. But I realized from my window, I can see out across some other hotels, and I can see the water. I can see the bay. And it looks pretty fucking clear to me. That there's a really cool, very prominent mountain in the distance that I can see a little bit of, and I could see it fine. It was clear. It didn't look hazy. So I think I'm just gonna go with that, just visually. This is when I guess I'll really start to learn how the locals live, right? Just visually, how's it look? Today's plan is to walk across the bridge that's down at the southern tip of Seogwipo to this island, and I'm looking at it right now. I just left my hotel. There's the bridge, there's the island. This should actually be a pretty short walk. There's some people walking across the bridge, and they don't even look especially teeny tiny. This should be pretty easy to do. From this side, it is a little hazier out in the distance. So I'm going to stop in. This is the last convenience store before my escape. It's a nice to see you store. See what I can find. Find some random ass food. And then head off to Island Adventure. It looks nice from here, that's for sure. And I'm just at the parking lot before I cross over the bridge. There's tons of tour buses and stuff here. Lots of tourists. Not just Western tourists, but Eastern tourists too. Tourists from all over. It's kind of cool that I could just walk here real fast. It took me like no time to get here. I was saying about how there's like signs in every single washroom about please, in the men's washrooms, please stand closer, please don't pee on the floor. This one, this one said, don't spill it, cool and precise. Which I like that, that's a good way to put it. Instead of, obviously it doesn't work to try to shame people because it's, they're still peeing on the fucking floor. But maybe you can appeal to their desire for mastery. Cool and precise. Show everyone how cool and precise you are. Show everyone how well you handle your peeing cock. Don't spill it. Cool and precise. Man, I'm at a bit of an impasse with South Korean convenience stores. I mean, I didn't like them from the get-go. Immediately, they had the feeling of small, weird New York bodegas, and they don't ever seem to have anything that I really like in them. Nothing that I really want besides a cafe lattes, maybe. The coffee drinks are fine. But yeah, today, I went in this one, the ICU, but they're all the same. They're all fucking identical. And I'm kind of hungry. What time is it? It's like fucking Jesus. Yeah, it's 2 p.m, 2:15. And I haven't eaten yet today. I could certainly eat, but I didn't. I left without buying anything. It's like I would rather be hungry. I'm just so tired of dealing with this shitty convenience store food. I fucking don't like it. I'll go so far as to say I hate it. I hate this shit. They had one sandwich, and again, it was every sandwich in the world. Everything you could ever have. One half was like some kind of egg thing, and the other half was various animal parts. But the main trouble there is, it's just going to be somewhat uncomfortable and weird to eat everything all mashed together. But I think it had onions. I couldn't really tell that I just hate onions. I already don't want to eat the thing. I'm not going to force myself to eat onions. It's like one of my most hated foods. And then they didn't have, if they had one of those little push pop things, that would have done, I guess. I would have eaten it, even though I think they were also gross. But instead they had, instead of the push pop format, where it's like a little Mackie roll thing that you push up and it's at least easy and convenient to eat, they had those but in like a big tray. You had to buy the whole tray and sit down with the tray, and I don't have the utensils to eat that even. But it's still just the same thing. It's just like weird, radishes and stuff with just some kind of weird animal-based paste crammed in there. It's the same stuff that's in the little tube, but in a less convenient format. And it's like, I don't want to fucking eat any of this shit. I could go through, but who cares? It's like, I looked through everything. I was quite desperate, and it's like, am I just gonna end up, just buying chips and a chocolate bar? I don't want that either. Fuck that. And I'm doubly, because I still haven't sorted out my dentist stuff, that I gotta chew on one side of my mouth. It makes eating a little bit of an extra to do. And it wasn't enough. It doesn't matter that it's 2 p.m. It doesn't matter that this is my last chance. This is not good enough. I'm kind of done with it. I'm done paying money for stuff that I don't even want. where it's like, I'm just going to compare it directly to Japan. And I saw a whole history of 7-Eleven in Japan. Like, Japan really did pioneer this style of tons of convenience stores everywhere. So in this case, I think it's fair to compare it to Japan. They are not even close. These places are not they're not 10% as good as a Japanese convenience store. In the Japanese convenience stores, I feel like they're doing me the favor. Like, wow, I can't believe I'm allowed to come in here and spend money and get all this stuff. Like, I often felt in Japan like I wish I could eat more. I wish I was more of a big fat bastard because I would go in more often if I could. Where here, I feel like I'm doing them the favor. I'm going in, I'm spending money, and it's just for something that I'm begrudgingly eating that I just don't fucking want. I mean, today's just putting my money where my mouth is, dude. It's like, it's clearly true because I would rather eat nothing. Like, this is not good. What the fuck? This is why I've been hitting up Burger King so much while I've been here. But that's not really gonna be an option. There's only the one McDonald's, and it's the other way from this beautiful coastline, which is what I should probably be talking about. Going across the bridge right now, beautiful view of the ocean, beautiful views everywhere. But I don't know, maybe I'll get desperate enough. You know, there's that thing of like, if you don't like such and such food, you're just not hungry enough. Well, how much more hungry can I get? It's 2 fucking p.m. I haven't eaten anything today. But maybe I'll just get to a point where, I don't know, maybe I'll just figure out something. I don't know. But it's so difficult. It's so difficult to just like go get something nice and easy when you're an illiterate weirdo. I can't just go into a weird little mom and pop store. I can't just go into wherever. I guess I could, but I'm not gonna. I'm just not. I just wish I could find fucking convenience store food that I didn't feel like it was a job to eat. Really, really disappointed in the convenience stores here. Even like dessert type stuff. You know, there's some like, everything here is just passable. It's just like, I guess, all right, a dry kind of muffin bread thing. Hooray. Yay, some cookies. Fan-fucking-tastic. Where in Japan, fuck man. I mean, I know if you went to a real store, you could get some real shit, but even just the convenience store stuff is wild. It's fucking parfaits and cheesecake and endless amounts of wonderful, amazing stuff. Oh, well, this journey might be shorter than I expected. Now that I'm over here on the island, it looks like they're just doing construction until the 25th. What day is it today? The 9th. Welly, welly, welly. I mean, this is still very nice, but that was quick. That was a quick adventure, I guess. Whatever there is on this island, I mean, maybe it's not much. I don't know. It's not that big. But I'll still be here. I'll still be here when this opens up, so I'll be back, whatever you are, island. Man, yeah, all these, like... I wonder if there's beaches around here. But definitely everything around this area, it's all rocks and steep cliff sides, but it's fucking gorgeous. It's really beautiful. Well, I mean, I suppose since this particular little... Yeah, I also kind of get the feeling this island looks really cool from a distance, but it's very tree covered. So I think on the island itself, it's just going to be paths, just nature paths. I don't think that I'll even necessarily, I don't know that it'll be that different from any other nature path. It's like when you're on a mountain and you just feel like you're walking through a path because you can't see past the trees. But all right, put that in the back pocket. I'll come back for your grand reopening. Random weird island. So I guess maybe a new adventure. Maybe I should just try to find something to eat. Maybe this would be a day to try to find like a grocery store or something and try to find some kimchi and find some stuff that I can add to the noodles back at the hotel. Make super noodles. Maybe I can get some hard-boiled eggs and stuff. Yeah, just shocking about these convenience stores. I don't know. At this point, I really think, North American convenience stores are terrible, but I think they might be better. I don't know. It's like weird to compare which shitty convenience store is least shitty. There's more options in a South Korean store than in North America. But yeah, I'm the opposite of delighted. I would rather fucking starve. I don't know what's going on with that. I would be a little interested to know the history of South Korean convenience stores, because it doesn't even, the little bit that I know of South Korean food, it doesn't even seem to be in line with that. It's just like its own little branch of fucking annoying, unpleasant food. Alright, I'm just gonna keep complaining, so let's just fucking quit it. Let's just quit it. Let's find a new adventure for today. So I started just walking up a little windy road, up a little nearby mountain. And it's very beautiful, and pretty much right away I'm like, yeah, this tastes fine. Don't worry about the stupid convenience store. Who the fuck gives a shit? And I think also, I guess just because I put off eating for so long yesterday, because I was hoping I could sneak down and get food while no one was there, that I ate really late. It was like 10:30 or 11. So I'm actually really not that hungry, even though it's 2 p.m. I usually don't eat at night like that because especially salty stuff like instant ramen, spicy instant ramen especially, just dries me out a lot, and I got to drink a lot of liquids. And then that just makes me wake up and pee all night. So I tend not to eat at night that often. So I'm kind of overstating too, like, oh wow, so I'm starving and I still won't eat convenience store food. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm legitimately really not feeling very hungry. I'm sure if I really was, I would have just bought that fucked up sandwich or something, But anyway, yeah, it's just like wicked beautiful. So far, this place, it's pretty small. I'm going to be here for a severe number of days, but for a quick visit or whatever, especially if you're already in South Korea, Jeju so far seems very much worth it. It's very fucking pretty. And then when I got to the top, I recognized, like, oh, if I go down this way, I took a different way up yesterday, but this would take me to that sweet waterfall down in the grotto that I found. But somebody was directing me away from there, some lady, I don't know, again, just construction stuff, I don't know what's going on. It's like a Thursday today, so I guess this is a good time if you gotta fix stuff up. Although there were a lot of tourists, awful lot of tourists, especially down by that island. A lot of disappointed tourists. But I was like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Like, that's fine. I've already walked down this path yesterday, so I thanked her for for her help in directing me to where I'm supposed to go. And then I got to, like, basically I'm approaching from a different way. And right now I'm looking right at the spot. I'm near the spot where the waterfall is. I just haven't walked over there yet because I stopped to pull out this recorder. But I just wanted to comment on how, like, one of the things that makes this waterfall so amazing, what's so cool about it, is traditionally, I think, generally, not like I've seen a ton of waterfalls in my life, but the one by Kamine Park and Hosawa Falls that I went to in 2019 with my friend Brad, like, you're at the bottom of the waterfall. You're looking up and you're like, whoa, waterfall. What makes this one so weird is that you're looking down into this weird grotto and seeing a waterfall. And it's so cool because even as I was walking, I'm trying to piece together in my mind, okay, if I walked over that way yesterday and today I got directed this other way, but we should all end up in the same place. But I'm looking around and it's like, well, where's the waterfall? It should be right over there, but I see nothing. I just see nothing. And then as I walked over and got closer, it's like, oh, yeah, there it is. There's the railing. There's the little take a picture here. Now I'm going to head over. And like, that's what makes this double magical. It's like a reverse waterfall. It's not a reverse because that would be a waterfall going up. It's an inverse waterfall. It's a waterfall below you, down into the ground. Here we go. I'm walking. Boom, there it is. That's fucking crazy. It's so, Jesus Christ, that's beautiful. Oh, and there's more people down there. Okay, that's going to be today's journey. There is for sure a way to get down there. Because there's a lot of people down there. I'm going to figure this fucking shit out. Fuck, this is really, really pretty. I love this fucking waterfall. Holy fuck. That's what they should have over at that other island where people were walking across the bridge and they couldn't get in because of construction. There should be a little map. Hey, turn around, go this way. In 20 minutes, you can see one of the coolest waterfalls. That shit's rad. All right, so maybe if I am just mindful of signs, there's like, arrows and ribbons and stuff. Artist's Walkway. I presume that might be what I was on yesterday because there were some really cool sculptures and stuff. And there's ribbons denoting some kind of path. And all right, so what do we got here? 2 arrows. There's an orange one pointing back the way I came. There's a blue one pointing also where I came. The blue one is Jeju Ole Trail. And then there's this, not pink, not purple. What is that color? Mauve? No, there's a word for this. Burgundy. There's a burgundy arrow. That's the Hayeong Ole. And it's got this little symbol that looks like a little, kind of like a little horse. All right, well, I'm going to follow that. I don't know if that's the one I want, but it's got to be something. So at least I can pick a thing. So even if it fails today, I'll know what doesn't work for tomorrow. Though, isn't this leading me back toward where that lady directed me away? Yeah, this ain't gonna work. So confusing. Okay. All right, I'm looking at the little map here. Because yesterday I walked down and around near what seemed like the top of the waterfall, but it was all fenced off and stuff, which was good because I don't want to dive off the top of the waterfall again, a la Lara Croft. But it seems like if I go a little further, these Cheonjiyeon waterfalls, instead of taking the road I took yesterday, if I go a little farther north, there's another entry for Cheonjiyeon Falls with another little photo op symbol. So maybe that's the one that leads me down toward them. Whatever, I'm gonna go try it. And yeah, and this is still these ribbons, blue and orange, the same as in Busan. Is that like I wonder if that's like, I don't know, maybe that's like a common thing for a hiking trail or a path or something you're supposed to follow. Because the coastline of Busan was all about those blue and orange signs. And now they're still using blue and orange here. Oh, there's another happy to see you convenience store. What time is it now? Almost 3 p.m. Sorry, not even remotely hungry enough yet. I think maybe there's another chain called E24 that also has larger, more supermarket type stores. And they kind of stuck in my mind because I saw them on the list of places that will take a T-Money card. So again, with the size of Seogwipo, maybe they'll have one somewhere. Park Sunshine, Jeju. Oh, I don't think that is a park. I think that's just a hotel. I wonder if these trees are just palm trees. I should look that up too. Like, palm trees are the only trees I know of from like Miami and stuff. They're like the famous tree. And I'm just presuming, like, who knows what these particular trees are. But maybe, is palm tree just is that it? If I see a tree that has these kinds of leaves, is that just a palm tree? I should look that up. All right, I'm at the additional side road that I didn't take before, but this doesn't seem promising. There's really no sidewalk. There is another guy walking down here, but the arrow just says Seogwipo Sports Council and Jeolme Soccer Stadium. Nothing about a waterfall. I think this cannot be the intended method. I predict a failure for today. I'm gonna have to actually look this up and try to find, maybe on YouTube someone can do a little walkthrough or something. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure this out on my own. I mean, probably I could. I got 40 days, but two distinct days of trying. I think that's enough, because this is a little different, again, from going up a mountain. Especially like when I first got to Fukuoka, it definitely took me a few days to figure that out, how to get up on the mountains. And then when I first got to Seoul, that took, maybe a couple of weeks before I started getting a handle on how to approach these mountains. But this one is different because this is not a mountain. This is not going up. This is going down. And the closest I got yesterday to finding a little, beaten trail off the main trail just led to like a dangerous cliffside. Even right now next to me already, I can see it like diving way down deep to the side of me. This is just not the right place to be fumbling around and bushwhacking and looking for trails. I feel like if you don't have the proper method of getting down to the bottom of this gorge, prepare to break your arms and legs and your neck and die. Speaking of though, here's just a little weird opening. Where does this go? What is this? Okay, no, it's just a shortcut between the two roads, from this road to the road I was on yesterday. Let me take a little moment though, because one of the things I decided on yesterday that I was going to try is because it's a little tricky to find English-friendly coffee around these parts, where there's these awkward stories of like, it was hard to order the coffee and then my card didn't work and then they didn't take cash. It's like, because I know it sounds so entitled. Oh, I can't usually get a coffee around here. But that really is like, that's such an awkward situation. You gotta order from somebody at like a chain too. That was a composed coffee. That was a real chain. Then you finally get in your order and you can't pay for stuff and they won't even take cash. Wild. Anyway, instead of fighting with all of this, with the local coffee culture and its difficulties, I just bought some instant Idea coffee packs from Daiso. And it's like, I'm just gonna make a coffee in the morning, put it in a little thermos. And I did. I made a double where I got smoky espresso was one of the flavors, and then like the special golden blend was the other. But the espresso one seemed to have no sugar at all. And I like a little touch of the sweet, just a little. So I did both. I did a pack of each. Boiled up some water, got it in this little 200 milliliter thermos. I think it's time now. Let's give this a try. Let's see how instant Idea coffee is, because Idea is my favorite coffee chain because they are so English friendly. Their little kiosk is a fucking joy. It's beautiful. But there are none in Seogwipo. So let's give this a little taste test. My little thermos that I also bought at Daiso in Jeju. Thermos ASMR. It looks very black. The instant coffee at the place in Busan, it was really nice because it had powdered milk in it. So as much as I love Idea, I think I might look for some little packets that have the powdered milk in it, because even if I found one with no sugar but just with a little powdered milk, I would take that. That's really what I like. But all right, let's see. Woo, still very hot. Yikes, this thermos works. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be drinking this yet. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have it in a thermos at all. Maybe this is a weird plan in the summertime. I never really thought about that. This could take hours to cool down. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell how good it is because I can only drink the tiniest little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the heat, the steam coming off this bad boy. Might have to think this plan through. Maybe instant coffee's not going to be the thing. Maybe I should just go to a convenience store and get the thing that I do like, which is buy two, get one free, a cafe la coffees. Put them in my little mini fridge. Take those with me. Yeah, because this is seems to taste okay. It's not bad, but yeah, I didn't even think about that. It's summertime now. Why am I putting coffee, boiling hot coffee, in a fucking thermos? When am I going to be able to drink this? Maybe if I pass another convenience store, maybe if I get... No, I was going to say maybe I could just go buy some cafe lattes and I could add this to it, but why? It's already coffee. I don't need to add more coffee to my coffee. All right, maybe this plan isn't going to work out so good. But that's okay, because again, like, yeah, a latte at a coffee chain here is like at least $5. If you go to a twosome place, it's going to be like $6.50. But I can buy two, get one free, a cafe latte. That's $5 as well for 3 coffees. So even if I literally do that every day that I'm here, I just drink convenience store coffee, it'll still be cheaper than hanging out at a coffee shop. Not bad, but yeah. potentially an ill-advised plan. And now that I've been standing here a bit, do you hear that? I think I hear water. Interesting. There's like a little cliffside here, but it's just a small one. I can't see any water, but I see a path down there. There's a for sure path. How do I get to that? Thermos up my coffee again. All right, well, I'm going to keep exploring. Wish me luck. If all goes extremely perfectly, I'm going to get to a waterfall. Oh, I'm starting to pretty much doubt that's going to happen, but whatever, man. Exploring is its own reward. Oh, okay. I went just a little bit further. What is this? Some kind of map? There's a little stairway down that has like the caution tape of like, don't go by here, but it's caution tape attached to the tree on either side, but the actual connecting tape has been broken. That doesn't look like it was by official people though. It looks like somebody just broke the tape. But that's good enough for me. And there's a little map here. I am here. I still love how easily you can translate Korean stuff with the translator app. All right, here's where I am. Cheonjiyeon Falls is nearby. There's a little pink trail. And then there's a yellow one that says bypass. Please use the detour in case of rain. Okay, well, it hasn't rained lately. It's really hot out, so that should be fine. And then there's a trail that goes the other way, away from the falls, too. So, all right, let's try it. Let's try heading toward the falls. But if that doesn't work, maybe I'll just go the other way. Just walk along this, and there's the water. Even if this is supposed to be blocked off, I'm glad that somebody just broke the tape and just gave me unofficial permission to go down here, because I've run into a few. This area is cordoned off things while in South Korea, and it's it's annoying. It's like I was trying to go to a thing. Man, yeah, this is pretty nice. This is just like a nice little rugged trail. Man, this is so, I mean, I guess I would have seen it anyway as I was walking. I didn't just find it because I stopped to test my thermos coffee, but I got a preview of it from that. Okay, and there's the symbol, the little horse-looking symbol of that waterfall park. Yeah, even if I don't make it at this point, this is just nice. This is just really cool. There's a stork just chilling standing on a rock in the water. Oh, and now on this path, there's that weird woven carpety stuff that they put down sometimes. It's really old and run down, but at least at one point, somebody official tried to make this easier to traverse. Quite a bit of garbage down here, just random cans and stuff. All right, and now I'm passing under the road I went on last time, under a bridge. So I think this is working, maybe? Because yeah, when I got to the top of the falls yesterday, I was on the other side. I went across that bridge, so I was on the other side of this water. Oh, no, here we go. Now I've hit a no entry. Official no entry with an arrow pointing away. And oh yeah, I see, like, yeah, I could go down here. Like, there's nothing physically stopping me. But that's for sure the top of the waterfall. And I totally don't want to do that. That wasn't what I was trying to do anyway. I was trying to get to the foot of the waterfall. Yeah, I'm scared of heights, boy. I do not want to be at the top of a waterfall. That's the last place I want to be. All right, so that didn't work, but still pretty cool, man. Still a neat little diversion. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look that one up. Whatever the secret is to getting to the bottom of the waterfall, it is eluding me. All right, I think I made it because there are an actual mountain of people here. It is a flood. It is like in Train to Busan when the zombies, they're like liquid flowing. That's what it's like. There's a little bit of Western tourism, but a lot of this is domestic, and it might be a school trip or something. Tons of teenagers. But I haven't gone yet. But basically, where I started from, there's like a parking lot at the start where yesterday I went up some stairs and saw all the cool views and stuff. Today I went over across the bridge and got stifled and then went up a different route. So I think I just kind of missed the most obvious thing. All of these tour buses, they're all going here. Not that many people are going those other directions. Everybody's going this direction. So from the parking lot, which makes sense because at the parking lot level, we're down at the level of the bottom of the fucking waterfall. Tons of people flowing this way towards some kind of park. I'm a little bit off to the side right now so I can talk to myself. In fact, I better just stay here for now because I won't be able to comfortably talk. There's too many people. But just real quick, to continue from my haranguing earlier. So there is a 7-Eleven here, and at this point it's like really late in the day. What is it now? Well, I guess it's only 4:15. I thought it was more like 5. But anyway, there's a 7-Eleven here, and I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just cram some food in my face. I just need to eat something. And again, there's really no particular difference I've noticed between any of the chains. It's all still just random whatevers. So I got some like little onigiri rice ball things that I guess I had some of these when I first got to Seoul, and they were like not the worst. And they're still kind of not the worst, but they're just like weird spicy rice, and it's like whatever, you know. All of my comments from before still stand of just like, it'll do, but I feel like it's a bit of a job to eat these. They're just like, well, the packaging's annoying, and getting the nori gets stuck in the stupid cellophane, and just like whatever. Whatever, just get it in your face. But again, compared to how, man, I love so much the onigiri at a Japanese convenience store, and it's certainly not the same here. Oh, and sandwiches. Again, just sandwiches from fucking hell. It was egg salad, tuna salad, and grape jelly all together in one sandwich. Why the fuck would you do that? I just don't understand. Give me any one of those 3 sandwiches and we're fine. Don't put all of them together. It reminds me of, people who stir up all their food on their plate before they eat, which I am the opposite. I eat things individually. I usually eat like a thing and then the next thing and then the next thing. But I know there's people that enjoy that of like, oh, look, the way it's going to be in my belly, it's that way now. It's on my plate all mixed up as though it's being digested in front of me. Delightful. So if you're that type of person, first off, you may be one of history's greatest monsters, but maybe then you'd like this, because that's what this is like. This feels like a pre-digested sandwich. Let's just put all the sandwiches together. I don't know. It's obviously a cultural thing where they just like everything together. I hate it. I don't like it at all. That's the opposite of what I like. Like, give me simple, give me direct. I'll eat them one at a time. I don't want it all mixed together. Or at least, mix things together wisely. Don't just literally mix 3 random sandwiches together. Anyway, then I also got some nacho cheese corn chips. I'm like, that's pretty safe, right? But I guess now that I think about it, I mean, potato chips are kind of the worst part of the Japanese convenience store experience. And this is a step beyond. This is corn chips. Maybe I should have known they'd be so bad. But it was, again, like work to eat them. I wanted to eat this stuff while I was in the convenience store just so I could throw away the packaging right there. And man, it felt like it took a million years to eat that horrible bag of chips. It was terrible. Fucking terrible. Such low quality garbage. Anyway, I got some Cafe La coffees, and then I did take my thermos coffee, drank half of a Cafe La, put my thermos coffee in the other half, mixed it all up. It's fucking delicious. So a Cafe La is still there for me. The coffee's wonderful. Nothing against the coffee. Drinks in general, you're all good. Other than that though, oh geez. But anyway, let us never speak of that again. That's enough complaining about convenience stores for one lifetime. But now that I'm on the right route, again, so many people, I don't want to hold up my recorder. It feels weird, but... Oh, and here's an additional sign beyond all the people. A sign with an arrow that says, way in. Oh, wait, here's a map. Because, yeah. Wait a minute. Tickets? Okay. Maybe this ain't gonna work. maybe you have to pay to see this thing. Ticket checking center. Ah, yeah. I mean, that makes sense though. All of these like tour buses coming here. This is a serious fucking serious endeavor they got going here. And I mean, hey, how do you pay for all these tour buses and stuff if you don't charge people to go see the waterfall? But not only am I disinclined to do that, I mean, I don't even know how it works. I don't know where you get a ticket. I don't know what it costs. I don't know nothing. Yeah, I feel like the view from up at the top was plenty. This was just like a little bonus. Like, can I figure this out? Can I determine how this works? And I guess I did. And I guess I am not going. What a weird day. What a weird day of adventures that didn't quite work out. But that's fine. Again, the adventure is the adventure. The destinations are more important just to have one, just to have an excuse to go explore around. This has been a fucking beautiful day and a delightful walk. And yeah, as I've said at many other waterfalls, who cares about the fucking waterfall? The waterfall itself is not the important part of the journey. So I think we're gonna end this bad boy here. Man, I wonder, I mean, there is literally hundreds of people. Like, it's really busy and it's a constant stream. I wonder how much this costs. Are there so many people because it's cheap? Or are they making crazy bank off this waterfall? And I mean, to be fair, like I said, it's an amazing waterfall. It's a real good one. I guess if you're lucky enough to have this bad boy here, why not, man? Why not monetize this shit? But there's a little check ticket booth. A couple little people went in to have their tickets checked. Everybody else just rolled right through. Yeah, it's just so, who knows, man? Who knows? Confusing. I don't know. I don't know how things work. If I want to, I can go to the top of the waterfall and accidentally kill myself. That's in my arsenal now of places I know how to get to. Yeah, the other cool thing is because I'm not part of a big tour bus thing, my hotel's across the street from here. It's so close. So maybe I'll go do a little research and just see how this works. But who knows, maybe it costs $1. I don't know. But again, because I'm across the street, it's like, hey, whatever, dude, I can come back here anytime. I don't need to fucking unravel this mystery right now. I don't need to know how this works. This is easily accessible. Anyway, it's cool that I figured it out. I figured out at least how the entrance works. Never occurred to me that they would charge a ticket price, even though the other waterfall that I found yesterday also charged a ticket price. That's a good point though. If I'm gonna pay for one or the other, I feel like I wanna see the other one because it's the one that empties into the ocean. And that's an interesting factoid that it's the only waterfall that empties into the ocean. But anyway, whatever, I'll look it up later, I'll figure out what's going on. Oh man, is this one of these little coffee machines that cost 50 cents to get a coffee? Oh my God, I think it is. Not even 50 cents, 40 cents. Amazing, I didn't think I'd see any of those because there's really no train stations or subways around these parts. I just got a shit ton of coffee, but that's awesome. I love that I know that's there now. If I get caught with any change, random change, I'm gonna go put it in that. Those little tiny coffees, those are my favorite thing. As far as lowbrow stuff, totally just non-culturally relevant, totally lowbrow nonsense. My least favorite thing are the convenience stores. My favorite thing are those super awesome little tiny coffee machines. I fucking love them. Anyway, as I was wandering back through the parking lot, I did find, there's the ticketing office and stuff, and there's very little English around here, but just enough that it's only $2. So I kind of respect that, I think it's kind of cool that you got this natural thing, you could just let people go for free, but I believe in business. I'm a capitalist-minded guy. It's probably better to charge a little and just get some fucking money flowing through here, just to help maintain it, just to help keep this going as a concern. instead of just hoping that the associated like stores and stuff and tourism crap, and there's a lot of shops selling tchotchkes and whatever. That's nice and all, but just to keep a bottom line, just to make sure you can maintain this property. And $2, that's very fucking fair. Because you just never know with stuff like this. Like, it could be $2, it could be $17. Like, who the fuck knows? Sometimes it's shocking what they charge for some of these things. But yeah, this is an interesting little grind they got going here. Like, just now, man, there's like 5 buses on their way in, and a couple cars and a taxi, and some more buses on their way out. Like, they're just... And some more buses on their way out. Like, they're just funneling piles of people in here and then just charging them $2 each. But I mean, it's literally hundreds. I'm not even kidding. So I mean, that adds up, that adds up. I kind of respect this. I like what they got going here. But yeah, even though it's only $2, I am not going to do this today because luckily I'm not part of the little tourist trap. This is my neighborhood fucking my neighborhood waterfall for the next 6 weeks. This is just across the street from me. It's right here. I can go anytime, and I'm always a little like confused about how to, with landmark stuff. I mean, like I was just saying, getting there is fun, exploring around, and the trip there is cool. Then once I get there, it's like, how long am I supposed to stand here? How long is an appropriate amount of time to soak it in? And it's just like, there are so many people there today. Maybe I'll like go on a day with bad weather, because I just won't have fun if I'm standing there with 130 other people. I never feel good about that experience. But also, this seems like this could actually be something that is like unique about this place. Is in the daytime you get a nice beautiful waterfall, but at night they light it up. The whole fucking waterfall at night is just like this lit up light show of a waterfall. So I mean, that's fucking interesting. I wonder if I buy my $2 ticket, can I do both? Wander in during the day, wander back at night. But I mean, at $2, I'll buy 2 tickets. I don't fucking care. But maybe I should even try to get up to the park at the top at night and just see what the long distance view looks like at night. That could be cool. So yeah, I mean, I guess ironically, despite the fact that I didn't actually really get to go to that island I was first trying to go to, and I didn't actually go all the way to the foot of the waterfall, I would still call this a successful adventure day. I sussed out some things. I sorted out some details of what's going on around here. Now, if I can find a grocery store, that would cap off the trio. And I guess probably what really did me in was how my last Airbnb in Busan had homemade kimchi and had hard-boiled sauna eggs and had all this great stuff. And that gave me a taste for real food, like actual, wow, this is like actual, I'm still at the very bottom rung of Korean cuisine, I'm still just putting some homemade kimchi and some boiled eggs into some instant noodles, but it was really fucking good. So now that that's gone, it's time to finally branch out. And in fact, here on the way back, there is a GS25 store. It's kind of big. It's just another one of the chains. Maybe I can at least just find some like side dishes in there. They have those in Japan. They have them all over the place. And Korea's the land of side dishes. Surely there's somewhere in there that I just have not noticed or something, where I can just buy some stuff that I could put in some noodles. Let's experiment. Let's see real quick before I wrap up this podcast. All right, I think I pulled it off. It took a little searching, but I got Bibigo brand. Premium quality sliced kimchi. Bibigo presents Korean authentic kimchi, a fine reproduction of Korean tradition. To keep its pride, Bibigo serves the finest Korean kimchi. 400 grams, and it was again, buy 2, get 1 free. So I bought 3 bags of this and a little thing with a couple of hard-boiled eggs. It was like $13. I'm not quite sure. It's a little awkward, I guess, to bring this down with me to the kitchen and add it to all my stuff, but whatever. Not that awkward. And if it's anything like the homemade kimchi I had at the last place, it'll just make my little ramen bowl like a million times better. Delightful. It's nice that I've got a little mini fridge in the hotel, because yeah, this is quite a bit of kimchi I bought all at once, but should be good. Again, maybe I'm still at the very lowest rung. I am just like, I'll just put some kimchi and boiled eggs in my instant noodles. Like, again, I'm just barely clinging on to anything resembling actual Korean food by like the tippy tips of my fingers. But that's infinitely better than where I was before, because I mean, it's weird. I know that, I'm going to Korean convenience stores, buying Korean products from Korean people with Korean money, but it's just nothing like any other Korean food I've ever had. Like when my Korean friends in Vancouver took me to Korean restaurants, and like I've had some Korean experiences in my time, and I've always liked it. So yeah, whatever's going on at those convenience stores, something is not connecting. It is not computing. But I got my bag of kimchi. This will save me. I want eating to be a delightful joy. I do not want it to be a job I have to do. So fuck you, convenience stores. You can suck my fucking balls. I'm done. I will find other things. Okay, thank you for listening. I'll see you next episode, if this one wasn't too fucking pointless and annoying. Adios.